After an up-and-down roller coaster 35 races and 3 playoff rounds filled with drama, it's Miami, baby. 4 championship contenders will hit the pavement in Miami, Florida for 267 laps, 400 miles to determine who will be crowned the 2018 NASCAR Cup Series Champion. Today, it's time to analyze the field, how they got here, and the chances that they will be drinking out of the NASCAR Championship trophy when it's all said and done. Let's get started. First up, 2014 NASCAR Cup Series champion Kevin Harvick, driving the number 4 Jimmy John's Ford Fusion for Stewart Haas Racing. The 2017 season for Kevin Harvick was described in one word: progress. Because of the manufacturer switch to Ford, the Ford team at Stewart Haas Racing struggled to find race contending speed for a majority of the season. With that said, however, the race team found that much needed speed during the round of 8 race at Texas, and he passed stage winner MTJ to advance to Homestead. And while Kevin Harvick lost the championship, the team was still trending in the right direction following that season. This season, however, Kevin Harvick has grown out of the closer nickname and has instead adopted the outright dominator title. Kevin Harvick, Rodney Childers, and the entire Ford team kicked off the 2018 season with a bang, winning 3 straight races at Atlanta, Las Vegas, and ISM, leading a combined 433 laps in the process. The freaky fast Ford Fusion also won Dover, Kansas, the All-Star race, New Hampshire in July, and the August Michigan race to earn 7 wins, 19 top 5s, and 22 top 10 finishes throughout the regular season. In the postseason, however, this team has struggled. It's not because of a lack of horsepower, but a lack of execution and manipulating the rules have costed the Ford team dearly. So much that it can be summarized by just one meme.
I can see you there. Nice to see you.
At Dover, the Ford team dominated the entire race, leading a race-high 286 laps before a loose wheel ended all chances to win. At Kansas, a late race speeding penalty took Kevin Harvick out of the picture and handed the win to Chase Elliott again. With that said, however, oh, look at this. The Ford team was able to win at Texas in an absolutely dominating performance, and he has officially clinched his spot into Homestead. That is, until the team received an L1 penalty for a tampered spoiler. As a result, the team lost 40 driver's points as well as Rodney Childers for the rest of the season. Finally, at ISM, under interim crew chief Tony Gibson, the team had to overcome a flat tire and a late race surge by Eric Almirola. This team has certainly ran past many travesties during these playoffs, and they are fairly fortunate that this season for them is still intact. With his advancement to the Championship 4, this marks the 4th appearance for the Ford team in Miami. In the first year of the playoff format in 2014, Kevin Harvick was able to win his first career championship in his first season with Stewart Haas Racing. Meanwhile, in both 2015 and 2017, the Ford team was a decent top 5 car all race long, but could not outperform Toyota drivers Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr. in the end. With the speed and the performance from the Ford team this season, I would expect a closer similarity to that wonderful championship run 4 years ago, despite Rodney Childers' absence on top of the pit box. In addition, Kevin Harvick, Tony Stewart, and Gene Haas have the chance to end Ford's 14-year drought without a driver's championship in the NASCAR Cup Series. While Kevin Harvick has the lucky number 4 this weekend, the only outcome that matters is getting the number 1 spot. With a bullish mentality of Harvick, the team will be up front nearly all day, and they might even dominate like we have seen all season.
For all those supporters out there and all you haters, I see you.
Next up, we have 2015 NASCAR Cup Series champion Kyle Busch, driving the number 18 M&M's Toyota Camry for Joe Gibbs Racing. Despite a sluggish start full of misfortunes and unlucky breaks for the driver of the 18 last season, Kyle Busch was able to win 5 races and emerge as a championship contender. While he was in range of stage winner MTJ, Kyle Busch could not close the deal and he finished up the season as the first loser. Despite having the second place curse, Kyle Busch has once again shown why he is one of the best drivers in the series. The Candyman and the entire 18 team have done a great job gradually adjusting the car during the race and have seized opportunities late in the race. Rowdy was able to score an impressive 3-race win streak in the month of April, winning at Texas, putting the bumper to Kyle Larson at Bristol, and driving from the 32nd starting position to victory lane at Richmond. During the summer, the 18 team led by Adam Stevens completely dominated the Charlotte 600, leading 377 laps in the process. In addition, Kyle Busch once again won the Kyle and Kyle show at Chicagoland and featured a Rowdy restart to win back-to-back July Pocono races. During the regular season, Kyle Busch scored an impressive 6 wins, 17 top 5s, 21 top 10 finishes, and was able to win the 2018 regular season championship, which added another 15 playoff points to begin the postseason. In those playoffs, however, while the team has been fairly mediocre at times, Rowdy was able to capitalize at both Richmond and ISM to net 2 playoff victories. In addition, he has finished in the top 5 4 times and the top 10 6 times throughout the postseason. For the 18 team and Kyle Busch, this is the 4th consecutive championship appearance. Despite missing 11 races in 2015, the team was able to catch fire during the dog days of summer and hoisted the title in Miami. In the title defense year, the 18 team consistently worked their way to Miami and had a chance to win the championship until some late race luck worked into the 48 team's hands. And last season, Kyle Busch was just simply no match for stage winner MTJ. If Kyle Busch can win the 2018 championship this weekend, this will further strengthen the career resume for the Candyman. Not only can he brag to the traditionalist NASCAR trolls that he won competing in all 36 races, but he can join a category with names such as Petty, Earnhardt, Johnson, Gordon, and Pearson as drivers with multiple championships in the highest level of NASCAR. If he comes up short for the 3rd season in a row, it will further Rowdy from those elusive names. At this point, I think Kyle Busch and Adam Stevens acknowledge that simply making it to Miami is no accomplishment. They are expected to win championships and create a dynasty going forward. So I would expect Kyle Busch to once again be in the mix when the sun goes down in Miami, and he is going to fight extra harder to go 18-18.
Either love him or hate him, but there is no question he is one of the most talented drivers NASCAR has seen.
Next up, we have Joey Logano driving the number 22 Shell Pennzoil Ford Fusion for Team Penske. Heading into Homestead this time last season, Joey Logano and the 22 team were considered by many to be the biggest disappointment of the 2017 NASCAR season. An encumbered win at Richmond, as well as inconsistency after inconsistency, resulted in Joey Logano missing the 2017 NASCAR playoffs for the first time since 2012. In 2018, however, the team has easily won the Comeback Story of the Year award and have turned around the failures of yesteryear. During the regular season, Joey Logano was able to win the Spring Talladega race by holding off fellow Ford teammates Kevin Harvick and Kurt Busch en route to his 19th career NASCAR Cup Series win. With no penalties after the race, Logano clinched a spot in the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. In those playoffs, the 22 team has been a model of consistency and have put up some stellar statistics in those 9 races. 5 top 5s, 7 top 10 finishes, and a total 515 laps led. The biggest moment for this team, however, was a legal but controversial win at the paperclip. Joey Logano put the bumper to Martin Truex Jr., and the 22 team of Team JL was able to get to the checkered flag first and clinch a spot into the championship 4. This team is awfully similar to the San Francisco Giants of baseball, as so far every championship 4 appearance for Logano has happened in even years. In 2014, the 22 team had a fast car until the jack fell on the final pit stop of the race and screwed them over in terms of track position. During the 2016 championship hunt, Joey Logano was able to battle Carl Edwards, Kyle Busch, and Jimmy Johnson in the end, but just didn't have luck on his side. The element that will determine Logano's 2018 outcome, however, will be purely on his aggressiveness. As of late, he has either succeeded in this method or it has come back as karma. When he executes it to perfection, we have seen some clutch moments before throughout the last few seasons that have given him 20 career victories. If he goes too far, however, his fellow championship competitors will not take this too kindly. In fact, Joey Logano has feuds with Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, and Martin Truex Jr. at multiple points during his career. The last thing Logano needs is another 2015 Martinsville-type situation where his championship hopes end because of a past run-in. With Joey Logano knowing what's on the line, as well as the extra weeks to prepare for Homestead, I would expect a solid outing, more consistency like we've seen all season from the 22 team, and it could finally lead to that elusive NASCAR Cup Series title.
Man, it feels so good just to, gosh, I don't have to worry about the whole playoffs thing anymore. We're in, and God, it just feels really good.
Third win at Talladega.
Last but not least, we have the defending NASCAR Cup Series champion Martin Truex Jr. driving the number 78 Bass Pro Shops 5-Hour Energy Toyota Camry for Furniture Row Racing. As you guys all know, the previous stage in MTJ's career has been a great one, as it was all highlighted by a career year last season. It was highlighted by 8 wins, 19 top 5s, 26 top 10 finishes, 2,253 laps led, and the 2017 NASCAR Cup Series Championship. In 2018, the strength from the 78 team has continued in this 2018 stage, and they have once again enacted as the driving force in the championship fight. During the regular season, MTJ was able to win races at Auto Club, Pocono, Sonoma, and Kentucky during the summer to score 4 wins, 15 top 5, and top 10 finishes. In the playoffs, however, the small team from Denver, Colorado has seen some misfortunes and some terrible luck prevent them from victory. At the Charlotte Roval, MTJ was only 1 corner away from victory until Jimmy Johnson wheel-hopped and collided with the baby blue auto owner's Toyota, which then costed MTJ the inaugural Charlotte Roval win. In addition, the 78 lost a hard-fought battle with Joey Logano after he was given the bump and run, but despite a sluggish playoff run, Martin Truex Jr. has netted 4 top 5s, 5 top 10 finishes in the 9 races prior to Miami. When he takes the green flag Sunday, this will be the 3rd championship appearance for MTJ, Cole Pearn, and Furniture Row Racing. In 2015, they were hands down the lovable underdog story as MTJ was able to outperform RCR equipment and advance to Homestead. While they didn't win the title, it was a great learning experience for the team. Last season, they were hands down the top dog heading into Miami. What a great reverse role it was from the previous appearance, and they were able to close the deal on a dominating season. And in 2018, they are going to be hands down the sympathetic, emotional option, as Barney Visser will lock the doors of Furniture Row Racing after this race. Couple that with the potential wins that were lost this playoffs, I see MTJ more determined, more energized than ever to win the championship. It will be interesting to see what MTJ can do on Sunday and whether or not he can deliver the Rocky Mountains a Hollywood-style ending. So with the field introduced, it is time to make some epic predictions. I doubt it will be as big of a jinx as U-Tree. Honestly, I see the first 200 laps getting dominated, absolutely dominated by Kevin Harvick, and he will set the tone early. When the sun goes down, however, Kevin Harvick will still be the leader, Kyle Busch will be in the top 5, and Joey Logano and Martin Truex Jr. will be near each other, somewhere in the top 10. This is where I expect the late race drama to occur. In the final 10 laps of the race, MTJ will spin out Joey Logano as a form of retaliation. It will then set up a late race restart between Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch. In the end, I have to give the championship to the 18 team. Time and time again, Kyle Busch has proven why we call him Rowdy. He is easily the best restarter in the series, and I expect no different in the closing stages of Miami. Everything will be great for Kyle Busch when all 400 miles are completed, and he will win his 2nd NASCAR Cup Series Championship this weekend. So anyways, this is NASCAR Racing Fan 2015 signing out, and just remember, life's a beach, and then you drive.